Hey everyone, welcome back. Just gonna do some Commodore games this time. Did some Spectrum ones yesterday or the day before. Just thought I'd go through some. They're not particularly random, but they kind of are. But they're just stuff that I remember, games that I remember from back in the day, from pretty early on in the Commodore life, Commodore 64 life, through to later on, early 90s. So yeah, the first game I'm going to show you was I was hoping to get the music to play. I think because I've had it running so long, the music stopped. So I don't believe that it actually loops, which is kind of weird, unless there's something wrong with the sound. But anyway, we'll see. So yeah, basically just some Commodore 64 games, which I hope you enjoy. I'll give you a bit of a narration as well, just anything that pops into my mind about the back in the 80s that I remember from the time that the games came out, or the game, the time that I played the games. Okay, so I'll just bring up the screen. So yeah, it is Sanxion. Now obviously the music, everybody knows the music to this. But yeah, I was hoping to get the intro music to fade in and look quite cool, and then say guess what the game's going to be, but that didn't happen. So it's Hypothalamus, Sanxion, 1986. Stavros Fasoulas, who disappeared off the scene, I believe, after a couple of games. I think he got drafted into the, was it Swedish or something, military, and then he bowed out of the scene as far as I know. If you got any more info on him, that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, so a classic that everyone knows. It's a shoot 'em up. Pretty difficult from what I remember, but I haven't played this in 30 odd years. So let's see. I seem to remember it had great sound effects as well that kind of fitted in with the game, and they change based on, I think, the speed you go or the height or something. There's also gravity pulls the ship down while you're playing, so let's have a go. So hopefully the sound will come up and I can just balance it. Yeah, here we go. Cool. So yeah, so the music doesn't actually rap. That's interesting. Right, so the sound doesn't look too loud. No, that looks good. Might be a bit quiet if anything, but hopefully you can hear it. So yeah, basically we're flying along. Oh, there we go. Love that sound. When you speed up, you get you get the engine sound. It changes pitch based on how fast you're going. Pretty neat. So let's see how far we can go. Yeah, parallax scrolling as well, which was not really a rarity, but decent parallax scrolling was, and you got the top view as well. Distinctive graphics, kind of, I mean, blocky and brown. No, they're blocky in a good way, I always call it. They're distinct. Oh, come on. Got to get at least onto... There we go, that's the music. Absolutely stunning sound. Stunning music. Obviously completely copied off something else, but, you know, it's the SID that's doing this, really cool. And obviously the loading screen, the loading music as well, that you all know and love. Been remixed a million times, even by Rob himself. There was a cover tape of the loading music on C64, which I actually got off eBay, because I had it back in the day, but managed to get another copy, and that's brilliant music. If you can get hold of it or listen to it on YouTube, it's worth listening to. So okay, let's have another go. Try again anyway, see what happens. Yeah, using a joystick. I don't know if there's a keyboard option. I guess there must be. Yeah, I didn't really spend a lot of time particularly playing games. It was more of the early ones I played. And then once we got into programming and demo making, it was like hacking music. I think this is one of the first we hacked. I don't know if it was from the game or a demo, but just to get used to finding the code that initialized the music and then working out where the end was. See, the more I talk, the more I blow up as well, so that's not very good. Should have put the trainer on. So yeah, one more go. All these games are going to be worth playing if you can get your hands on them, which you probably can, if I did. Oops. Oh, my skills. Skills have gone down the drain in 30 years. Somebody's going to probably tell me there's a knack to it and I'm not completely missing the point, like Lunar Jackman. Trying to play that and I was just getting completely the wrong end of the stick on how to play it. Yeah, really good use of sound effects. Oh, straight into them. Come on, at least get off level 1. Oops. There we go, yeah, so that was Sanxion. Still a brilliant game, even though I didn't get too far. Just looking for a different game now. Just listen to the music amongst yourselves. Yeah, if you're watching the recording, then do try and tune in. I think you have to ding the bell to get the notification to come up. Or turn notifications on, probably the bell, something. What have we got? I'll do a racing game this time. This is a later game. Graphically really good. Sounds pretty good. This definitely gets easier the more you play it. But again, it's only one I played probably the first time about 5 years ago. So it's been 5 years since I played it. Cool crack intro, 92. I think that's about the year it was released. And you've got the name on there, Slicks, so it's a top-down racer like Super Sprint, done by Ash and Dave for Codemasters, I think. Yeah, what I like about Jack Alien or Remember in particular is they always give you a good like background introduction, better than the actual real instructions. It's really kind of, they've really thought about it. I won't bother going through it. Basically, you're in a Grand Prix, don't crash, and come first if you can, fastest times. Run, stop, start game. So we'll do the high, don't want to train it. Do the high score. Yeah, reset all the lap times. I think this was one of the last games Ash and Dave made. Went onto one of the consoles, I believe. Yeah, I was never one for Super Sprint, apart from the arcade where you got a really cool steering wheel. What do you call it? The speed, you needed the steering wheel to do the speed of the actual speed of the turning. You know, you needed it to do it, and it doesn't kind of work on joystick too much or keypad or whatever. So gamepad, right, let's put our name in. Don't drop the joystick. Put my name in. Right. See, that earlier game was port 1 for the joystick, so if I just swap the joysticks round. Yeah, the earlier games tended to use port 1 for some reason, or both ports maybe. No, it can't have been. Well, it might have been, but yeah. Then it became standard to have the main joystick in port 2 for some reason. Right. We've got USA, Monte Carlo, Monza, Milan, the Castellet in France, Silverstone in Britain. Been there, went to the 97 Grand Prix final. That was good. Right next to the track. Fucking loud. And you had to watch the screens because you couldn't tell by just looking at the track who even went past you. You just got a blur of, you know, a blur of the car colour. So you had to look at the screens most of the time. We had a scanner as well. We used to scan when they used like analog frequencies. We used to scan into it so you could hear pit communication, which was pretty good. Can't do that now. It's all top secret digital. Yeah, and they obviously transmit the telemetrics as well. But anyway, where do I want to go? Which one looks easy? I'll do Italy. Try that. That just say 2-player. We'll see. Yeah, like I say, I was never particularly good at these games anyway. There we go. Yeah, it's 2-player. Brilliant. It's fire to start. Oh, and the poor bloke, he can't go anywhere. I will reload it. Just restart it. Yeah, I must have picked 2-player or something. Or maybe because I swapped joysticks, it thought there was 2-player. Brilliant. Okay, fantastic. All right, cheers, mate. No worries. Back again. The laptop actually overheated. That's crazy. And then I had a phone call, which you might have heard on the mic once it restarted. But I'll carry on. Yeah, so it slicks. Let's just get through the intro. Headphones back on. Start game. So yeah, top down. Oh, I lost the joystick now. Is it gone? High score. Reset. Yeah. It's loading in. So yeah, just to recap, that was crazy, and the stream keeps going as well, which is quite weird. So if your computer crashes while you're streaming, the stream will stay open unless you get on another one. Right, so let's just enter name. Oh, 2-player racing, yeah. Ah, because of joystick. Might have to put another game on. I'll sort this out after. No, it just says one joystick connected. Okay, let's pick another game. I'll do that later on. We've done Grid Runner, so we'll do Attack of the Mutant Camels. Let's try that one. Again, it's one I haven't played for ages. Jeff Minter Classic. Let's see if this is 2-player. This is players 1, 5 to start. Oh, again, this will be where it flips the joystick round to port 1. So joystick settings and swap joysticks. Right, so I think yeah, shoot the llamas in it. Shoot the camels. A bit like Star Wars, really. Let's see how well I do. Yeah, so it's simple graphics, but really spot on. Again, it's parallax scrolling. Oops. Can't drive a spaceship to save my life. Not even sure if I'm hitting it. To get closer. Oh. I don't know. Oh. Really good arcade action. Definitely Defender-ish. Game over. Yeah, these games are a lot more difficult than I do remember. Oh, there's one place to be on the screen. It's where that bullet is. These games are classics. Pretty much anything Jeff Minter did were total classics. But I think arcade games in those days were, in the arcade, they were quite difficult, and it kind of seeped through into home computers. But it sorted the wheat from the chaff. We find out there's like a smart bomb key or something. That's one. Oh no. So close. Oh, I've done it again. Come on, concentrate. The end. Okay, let's try one more. There's a leaderboard, that might take a bit too long. Might have to do a separate video on that. Dropzone, let's try that. I think, yeah, the guy used to do demos with Shane. I think he liked, sure he used to play Dropzone to death. That was with Wayne, if I remember rightly. Shane, was it? Yeah, I seem to remember that. Dropzone, crack, 1984. Yeah, it's quite an early one, early-ish, I guess. Let's see what I do on this now. So that joystick swap over. Yeah, right, what are we doing? Oh, it's definitely Defender-esque. Oh, it's got gravity as well. Oh, somebody's got kidnapped, so... Oh. The scrolling on this is sublime. I can't. Too much going on. Oh, somebody's got picked up. So yeah, you got to shoot the aliens, and especially those ones that chase you. And you got to save the humans or off the surface. They're getting picked up by the aliens. There should be one here. Oh, okay. So I don't know if I've got smart bombs in this one. I'm sure some game somewhere's got smart bombs. Let's have another go. Let's enter the drop zone. Let's crash into the aliens. Oh. Oi. Can you outrun those? No, what's that doing? It's little pixel moving about 1 mile an hour. Haha, cool. No, good game. Okay, so that's Dropzone and a couple of others. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Just a quick kind of afternoon play. ding the bell next time if you want to see the next live broadcast. And if you're watching the recording, then thanks for watching to everyone, and remember to subscribe, and see you next time. All right, take care.